So this morning on the Fox pregame show, you get Jay Glazer coming out and showing once again the lack of respect the Minnesota Vikings organization gets around the league. They are the Rodney Dangerfield of franchises. Be sure to like and subscribe as I bitch about Jay Glazer and his absolutely nonsensical, uninformed, disrespectful take on this morning's Fox morning pregame show for the NFL. Hi, little one. Let me show it to you right now.
Guys, there is one candidate out there that's going to surprise you all that no one knows is on list, and he is. And that candidate,
Bill Belichick.
Kevin.
That's what it looked like.
Kevin O'Connell. There are multiple teams that actually are considering trying to trade for Kevin O'Connell. And the reason why, next year, the last year of his deal, had no contract talks yet at all. And look, if you're a team out there saying, why not take a shot, see if we can do it. Maybe the Vikings don't let it happen, but also Kevin O'Connell kind of has the card saying, hey, listen, I'm not going to resign there, so you might as well get something for me. Now, I don't know, because obviously, I don't think Kevin knows about this right now, but there are multiple teams who have them on that board to say, let's at least try and see if we can trade.
And I got to say, if you're Kevin O'Connell, the success he's had, you're surprised they haven't locked him down.
Right, you are,
That would
right?
be offensive.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
I think he was surprised.
Yeah.
Whatever it takes in a trade, I think you trade for him.
Yeah,
He's worth it.
He's definitely worth it. Great news there.
Yeah.
Thank you
yeah,
so
let's
much.
see what happens there.
Great news there, huh? The national media haircuts, once again, just completely disrespecting the Minnesota Vikings. Apparently, they're just the stupidest organization in the history of the NFL. That they just can't wait to trade somebody who is clearly a special coach. Clearly, the rest of the NFL thinks he's a special coach, or why would you not be wanting to trade for him? But see, the Minnesota Vikings, they're too stupid to sign him. Well, you heard it right here. Well, if you're not going to sign me, I'm not going to stay here. Well, you know what? They have the best quarterback situation in the National Football League, Jay Glazer, you stupid blank. What an idiotic thing to say. Not that teams are going to try to trade for him. That's not the big issue. The issue I have is the latter part where he opines. Hi, little one. Where he starts opining where, well, I'm not going to stay here, so you might as well sign and trade me. Dude, he's going to be staying here. He's going to have the truck backed up for him. And if you did any little bit of research, you'd know that the reason he isn't signed right now is because the general manager is not re-signed. And that's because organizationally, the Minnesota Vikings don't do contract signings in the middle of a season, you dumbass. If you did 1 minute of basic research, Mr. Journalist, you would know that. But you don't. Showing once again that these national media haircuts, or cue balls in this case, don't know what the hell they're talking about. They come out here and what they want is for Kevin O'Connell to be in a major market. They want him in New York. They want him in Los Angeles. They don't want him in Minnesota. What is Minnesota to them? It isn't Chicago. It isn't New York. It isn't Philadelphia. It isn't Los Angeles. We all know this. We who've lived here in Minnesota understand the Eastern Sports Network and Fox Sports, who they are and what they want. They see us as a feeder leagues. The Twins are just feeders for the Yankees. The Timberwolves are just feeders for the Lakers and the Knicks. The Vikings, they're just feeders for the rest of the league too. Collectively, as Minnesota Vikings fans, kiss my ass, Jay Q-Ball Glazer. Do some research. Understand what it is you're talking about. We are in the middle of a season right now. That's what the focus should be. Once training camp starts, it is pretty much policy of this, Royce like gas attack. It is pretty much policy of this team to not go into contracts. Justin Jefferson's contract was done in minicamp, so he had a month to celebrate it before the season, before training camp started in earnest. Do some research. I can tell you right now that the Minnesota Vikings are going to back the truck up. Back the truck up for Kevin O'Connell. There is more of a chance that Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah does not get re-signed as general manager than there is that Kevin O'Connell does not get re-signed as head coach. And I believe Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah will be re-signed as the general manager of the Minnesota Vikings, as will Kevin O'Connell. Now, I'm doing this video at 2:30ish in the afternoon Central. The Vikings and Lions haven't played yet. That bears no consequence on this conversation. This was asinine to put out there. It completely discredits him for his opinions after the fact. He can report that teams are going to try. You can try whatever you want, and you can be shot down immediately, which they will be. But once again, the disrespect that the national media has for the Minnesota Vikings as an organization is on full display. Once again. Well, they're too stupid to sign him. That's essentially what they're saying. They are the feeders for the rest of the league. Blow me. Jay Glazer, do some research, Mr. Journalist, before you open your mouth and find out how this organization handles contracts and has since the Wilfs have been in charge. Idiot. As I look, what's the first comment on that video? Well, I'll bring it up. Jets are absolutely more enticing due to the top 10 pick. Well, New York sports fan, this is what we would say to you. I'm going to pay you $100 to F off. And of course, it's a New York sports jabroni who comes on and spouts right away. No, we got a top 10. You don't understand, Slick. If you were going to trade for Kevin O'Connell, at least I would want all 4 of your next first round and second round picks there, jackass. That's how valuable he is. I want your next 4 freaking drafts. Outside of the Midwest, when you get to the East and West Coast, I know you guys think you're hot shit. You're really not. We are not your feeder leagues, especially in the NFL. You can just kiss my ass. Jay Glazer, you can kiss my ass. Stupid.